Hey guys, welcome back to Between Ones. Today I'm talking with you guys about essentially trying to get to a shoulder problem right before it blows up in our face and we end up with big issues. Super common in the clinic that people come in after doing workouts or actually after they have a life of being a desk jockey sitting at the chair for 8 hours and they've got their shoulders rounded in this forward position. Pecs are super tight. Upper back is super weak. Mid and lower trapezius is almost non-existent, designed to really hold those shoulder blades back. So what we see on x-ray presentation is this. So come on in. This picture here on the side is the front to back view x-ray of a shoulder. To orient you, this is the collarbone as it runs across. We've got the big winged part here, which is the scapula, and then we've got the ice cream cone at the top here, which is going to be our actual humerus, or the arm and the bone in the arm. Normally, we'd like to see that this black space that runs right in between the what's called the acromion process and the humerus itself would be nice and wide open and consistent throughout as we go throughout that joint. You can see, especially up at the top, we're starting to lose some discs or some real space here. That black space is starting to thin at the top. We also take an externally rotated view, meaning we have the person externally rotate their shoulder, and it's going to look like this. Typically, when this is done on a person who is not symptomatic, who does not have shoulder issues, what we'll see is this black space actually become larger than it was on the previous image. But instead, what we see here is that we've almost got overlap here between the humerus and the acromion process. You can see that that white line sort of increases at that point. What this lets us know, and come on back here, what this lets us know is that the humerus that sits in this fossa here, it is not translating back, meaning we are not keeping the shoulder back. We've allowed this shoulder to round forward. This presentation on x-ray, we call it an AI shoulder, an anterior and inferior shoulder, meaning that the shoulder has gone forward and down. And when we x-ray this, it presents just like it does here. So as chiropractors, we'll go in and do this little squeeze test here where we're checking the glide, what we call AP glide, of how the joint moves. If this is stuck and restricted, like it definitely was on this person, not only do we have to go in and adjust the joint to restore range of motion and flexibility, but we have to get the alignment soundly in place before we go in and try to give other mobility things. Otherwise, although you can mobilize maybe the lat or the upper trapezius or rhomboids, or you can work on the pec or even bicep tendon, all those things are fantastic. But until this joint plays out into a good position, all that other stuff is just going to be accessory stuff, never really getting you the position that you really need. So please get to your local chiro. If you're having shoulder problems, go and get someone checked with this issue. That way they don't end up with problems going down in the line of things like rotator cuff issues and so forth. So get in, see your local chiro, guys. Take care. We'll see you next week.